want anything?
No thanks, I'm good. We just gotta get this thing done.
I know, isn't it due like Friday?
I hate that I'm saying this, but I think your fake vomit needs to look a little more realistic. Why not try adding chunks? Like half-digested pizza. We have to get a good grade on this project.
So what you're saying is you want more people on the ground passed out in their own vomit. I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, but it is a major way people die after drinking.
Okay, fine, I'm sorry. But I have my new vomit that is a bit more tasty. So I hope this makes up for it. Cool, right?
Gross. Like, really gross.
Cool. All right, let's get started. Where were we?
Vomiting. Hi, I'm Michael, and this is Jen.
Hi.
And as you can see, we're working on a school project here.
A video, to be exact, focusing on the not-so-pretty aspects of drinking.
Okay, we know what some of you are thinking. We've seen it all before, right?
Maybe, but we have to tell you, while working on this project, we came across some pretty gross
And disgusting
stuff that made us, and hopefully you, think differently about drinking.
I mean, when you think about it, when we see commercials and ads about beer and liquor, it's always a bunch of good-looking people seemingly having fun, partying, and looking sexy.
And let's be real, many of-age people in the world celebrate safely at parties, weddings, and events with alcohol.
And don't end up waking up in a pool of their own vomit. But the stats don't lie. Underage kids like us are drinking, passing out, puking, and unfortunately dying.
Okay, Mike, let's not preach. Let's just stick to the facts. Right now, when you drink too much alcohol, whether it's beer, wine, coolers, or hard liquor, you can black out and not remember what you did when you were drinking.
Now, we did get a few of our friends to help out with this, and they did have some interesting things to say.
When I'm at parties, I usually see people drinking.
When I saw somebody black out, it was at my house. It was a New Year's party. He just drank too much and he just passed out on the couch.
If I saw anyone ever black out or pass out from drinking, I'd probably feel uncomfortable and not really sure what to do.
Ouch.
That looks like it hurt.
As you can see, you could pass out in an unfamiliar place where your safety could be at risk.
That part's later. When a kid's blood alcohol level gets too high, the brain just stops controlling the body. You can stop breathing, fall into a coma,
Or choke on your own vomit. In fact, several hundred kids each year die from alcohol poisoning, and the majority of those are from suffocation due to aspirating vomit in the lungs.
Aspirating? Are you a doctor now?
Sorry, throwing up, barfing. But when you're passed out, the vomit doesn't come up. It goes into the lungs and you end up drowning on your own puke.
Ugh. Thanks for that.
I remember there was like one party where it was late at night and obviously drunk, and they kept on drinking and they were just acting really crazy and not in their right mind.
Somebody was outside apparently puking because they drank too much. It made me uncomfortable because, nobody wants to see anybody vomit.
I'll say it again. Ouch and gross. Every 3 minutes, someone under the legal drinking age has to go to the emergency room because of drinking too much alcohol.
Some cases of binge drinking may involve getting your stomach pumped.
When you have so much of the toxic material, chemical in your body, there's no other way to get it out.
It just doesn't sound like a pleasant thing to have someone pump your stomach.
I don't know, but stomach and pump are not two words that should go together. Anyways, let us define binge drinking. It's right here on the CDC website. Binge drinking is when a male drinks 5 or more drinks in 2 hours, or when a female drinks 4 or more drinks in 2 hours.
And a drink is a beer or a glass of wine or a shot of liquor. But now back to the ER.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, look at this. When you drink too much, a doctor may have to insert a plastic tube down your throat to secure a passageway for breathing. This is generally done because the brain is so wiped out from alcohol, it can't tell the body to breathe.
Oh, and if they want to try and get the alcohol out of your stomach, they'll insert another plastic tube through your nose or mouth that goes all the way down into your stomach.
Next, they attach a large syringe to the tube and push saline or water into your stomach.
Did we forget to mention that you could be awake for this?
Tolerate this a little bit, all right? Okay, just try to swallow.
Keep
Try to
swallowing.
swallow.
Ugh. Okay, don't move. They'll start to use the syringe to pull fluid out of your stomach. This part could take 20 minutes.
Cue the puke, please.
Just imagine someone sticking something down your throat and just taking, it just sounds gross. It's just taking a substance out of your stomach that's, well, first of all, not supposed to be there. It's just gross.
So, something to think about if drinking games start at a party.
And binge drinking can lead to alcohol poisoning, and that can lead to coma or death.
If by chance you should come across a friend or acquaintance who's passed out and you can't wake them, you need to immediately call 911 because your friend's life is at risk. I mean, if you stop breathing, the brain's gonna die.
At the moment, I honestly wouldn't know what to do, but thinking about it a little more, I would call an adult.
I think it's better to have everybody alive than to just have, even if they were mad at me, they'd still be alive.
Okay, what else?
Oh, don't worry. Unfortunately, there's more. Puking is on the outside. Let's go inside. Drinking can lead to your heart muscles becoming stretched out and droopy, leading to an irregular heartbeat.
Excessive drinking can shut down your kidney and then they won't be able to produce urine. I'm no doctor, but if you can't pee, there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I know for sure it messes up your liver.
Once you get drunk, I think that all that alcohol, that's when it starts the process of tearing down your liver, and it worsens over time.
Alcohol is toxic to liver cells, and heavy drinking can cause cirrhosis, which can be lethal, so your liver becomes so heavily scarred that it stops functioning.
No liver, no living.
Once it's done, game over.
It's an organ that's put on our body for a reason.
There's the ability to replace it, to keep it there. It's obviously very important to you, so you wouldn't want to mess it up.
In your pancreas, that's another vital organ affected by drinking. It can get swollen and inflamed, which is called pancreatitis.
My cousin had that. He told me the pain was crazy and that pancreatitis can lead to cancer.
And it makes going to the bathroom a horror movie.
What? That is nasty. I didn't even know it could be that color.
Let's just call that persistent diarrhea.
Okay, moving on.
I can only imagine what alcohol would do to the enamel. In the long run, it'd probably just destroy your teeth.
The throwing up from drinking can, because you're bringing up like stomach acid and all kinds of gross stuff that went down for a reason, so it's not supposed to come back up. So when it goes in, and especially when you're drunk or not in the right state of mind, you might not brush your teeth right after, you might not clean yourself up. So all that stuff is left to mess up your teeth.
Even if you brush your teeth regularly, it won't prevent alcohol from damaging your choppers. Drinking alcohol causes cavities, gum deterioration, and tooth loss.
And drinking causes bad breath, like really bad breath.
Other diseases related to alcohol include cancer of the mouth, upper throat, esophagus, liver, bowel, and breast cancer.
I'll admit, I had no idea drinking could cause cancer. That's a new one for me.
We found alcohol can be the beginning of a lot of bad things, but it can also be the cause of death.
Alcohol causes more than 4,000 deaths every year and almost 200,000 emergency room visits for underage teens. And over 10,000 people died in drunk driving related crashes.
It only takes one drink to be driving under the influence.
About 30% of Americans will be at some point involved in an alcohol-related accident.
I don't think anybody thinks about DUIs when they're getting drunk.
A lot of the teens who start drinking, when they're first opened up to it, they don't have licenses yet, they don't have permits yet. So they're not worried about that. I don't have to worry about, like at my age, I don't have to worry about going out and driving or getting stopped for anything in a car. But if you open yourself up to alcohol at that young age, you're already roped into it by the time that you get your license, and you're immediately going to say, I'm a responsible enough driver, I can drive when I'm drunk, and then bad things happen.
I just got my license. I'm not risking having it taken away, not after all that driving school.
Back to partying. If alcohol at a party is the only way to have fun, something might be missing.
Yeah, like good food and friends.
It just seems like parties these days end up with someone passed out, puking, or worse. It almost seems like getting wasted is like a badge of honor.
You definitely don't need alcohol to have a good party.
There's no need for alcohol to kind of make anything better, because everything is already kind of how it was planned out.
Good parties, loud music, a lot of people.
People now, they think that alcohol can help to add to the party atmosphere because it loosens people up, but if you let the party go on and people are laughing and people are having a good time, they're going to loosen up in a similar way.
Yummy. Waking up in your own vomit. I mean, did you see that kid? He had like a piece of...
No, I know. Stick to the script. And what about the hangovers? How many times have you heard your friends saying, never again?
I think it's definitely your body's way of saying, like, halt. Like, no, this is enough.
If I woke up like that, I just wouldn't feel comfortable. I wouldn't want to go out. I wouldn't want to show anybody. Something I wouldn't be proud of.
When you break your leg or when you hit yourself on something, your body is in pain, or when you get a paper cut, it's in pain because it's saying, this isn't a good idea, don't do this anymore. So when you get a hangover, your body's saying, I'm in pain from this, you don't want to do this to me again.
And these hangovers can last for a good day or two, not to mention all the brain cells you killed in the process. I don't even remember what happened. It was awesome.
Hangovers make you overly sensitive to light and sound.
Sarah, time to get up. Sarah!
The room spins, you're thirsty, you're tired, and your head is killing you.
And you've probably woken up way earlier than usual because of all this, and you have to puke again.
Luckily, sometimes you wake up in a toilet.
Hopefully it's been flushed.
I doubt it.
Some people are still drunk when they wake up, and that is not a good place to be in the morning.
I mean, is it a party if you're passed out? And who knows what could happen with a bunch of drunk people around and you're out of it? I don't even want to get into what could come of that.
Not to mention all the deaths every week from all this binging and drinking games.
Kids like us are dying. Moms, dads, brothers, and sisters are devastated, and families are broken apart, all because of the crazy amounts of alcohol consumed. Aren't parties for fun? Puking, passing out, dying?
Maybe not so fun. Are we done yet?
Almost, but not quite. Some people drink so much they get addicted to alcohol.
And remember, alcohol is a poison to the body.
It's an ingredient in a lot of things that you're not supposed to drink or are supposed to use to clean things.
Your immune system is kind of weakening because of the alcohol, and it's just not a good thing.
If it changes a person's personality, the way they act, the way they talk, I guess it's a poison.
You like whatever sensation it gives you, and maybe when something bad happens in your life, you say, oh, well, having a drink will make me feel better. It gives me a distraction, a better feeling. So you drink, and then your body adjusts to say, to immediately, anytime something bad happens, you go to your crutch, you go to drink, and at that point you're addicted.
If you do get addicted, the human body gets used to having a steady supply, and if that daily dose is not met, watch out. The body goes into withdrawal, which makes a hangover feel like a walk in the park. Horrible symptoms include flu-like sweats and chills, severe body aches, hallucinations, and yes...
Vomiting? How'd I guess that one? So if you recognize yourself or someone you know going down the road of addiction, it's time to get educated on what can happen, even after just one drink.
If you were friends with people, all they want to do is drink, and you don't feel comfortable with that, why are you going to be around them? I mean, nobody wants to be uncomfortable. Nobody wants to, have that feeling.
We'll go see movies, we'll go out to eat. There's all kinds of stuff that you don't get bored of, but they're completely safe.
If you want to play a game, don't go and decide to just play a game that involves alcohol, like beer pong.
Art, music, sports.
Do something that can kind of keep you occupied and keep you away from drinking alcohol.
I'm comfortable saying I don't like drinking alcohol. If you don't like drinking alcohol, you feel uncomfortable with it, just say no. If you want to make fun of me, then go ahead.
I honestly think that waking up in your own vomit is kind of disgusting.
It's just really gross.
Well said, guys.
And thanks for the help on this.
So just remember, it doesn't take much
Before your day could end up disgusting.
and gross.
Roll the credits.
Hold it. We can't let them off that easy.